All right. Good evening. And my phone is crooked. We are live. I'm going crooked here. Welcome, Christa. Welcome to Feng Shui number 3. We always try to open it up with something a little fun here. Welcome, guys, to the new energies. If you can't feel the lightness in the energies, the awesomeness in the atmosphere, and the possibilities and opportunities, then you are asleep on planet Earth because things are a changing. All right. Welcome, Christa. How are you and how is your awesome universe?
Swirling and twirling and doing amazing things. So yeah, definitely feeling lots and lots of energy. I'm glad I got a heads up on all the stuff that's happening in India. I don't know if anybody's tuning into it. I just saw Sadhguru's got a little bit to watch, so you can see a little bit. I might discuss, yes, I will be going live tomorrow night. So we might discuss some of that and just put it into perspective because it could be a little strange for some people if you are watching any of the stuff that's happening in India. But just a small thing that Sadhguru did say, they had 15 million people taking the bathe with no incidents. We could really learn something.
That's awesome.
It's
That's good.
incredible, hey? Isn't it
15
incredible?
million people in one river, not
At
no
one
issues.
time. Yeah, at one time.
Humanity.
No
That's right.
drownings, no drama. Definitely something to learn from. I just saw also there was another beautiful little saying. So one person that I do follow, and he was interviewing one of these interesting holy people, and the guy said, "If we don't come together and stand in unity, there will not be another one." So the time is now, guys, to really stand in unity hugely. I think we were talking about that last week. Exactly where we're going to go with this tonight, I'm not sure, but we're going because the time is now. And we're moving rapidly into the year of the snake. So hopefully some of you were here last time. My dog is being irritating. Yuki? Sorry, I'm prepared.
There
Yuki?
we go. All right. So for guys who are new here, this is at Blindly Inspired. Krista, she's a Feng Shui master. This is episode number 3 for 2025. We did this last year. You can always review, or of course, you can go back to episodes 1 and 2. There are some documentation out there as well. If you are in need of the documentation, you can email myself, Mr.
Yeah.
Floyd, at Mr. Floyd channelings with an S at gmail.com, and I will get the documentation directly out to you. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe. And of course, at Blindly Inspired. All you type is Blindly Inspired, and it'll pop right up because she's the only one. And so please subscribe and of course check out Krista's work as well. I'm going to turn it over to Krista. The show's going to be kind of condensed. Krista does not have access to the chat, guys. She can read it, so she can read it, but she can't reply physically or anything. So she'll be able to see you guys. But otherwise, guys, as far as the show itself, we're going to end it exactly at the top of the hour. Krista has a meditation she's going to be attending at the top of the hour, so maybe even a few minutes beforehand. So, and of course, we got to keep track of time minis with StreamYard. So I'm going to turn over to Krista, or at Blindly Inspired. Please do check out her YouTube channel if you have not seen it before. Her work is amazing. And of course, on Monday evening, she'll be live. And of course, I'll post when it will be live on my community page. And on Wednesdays at noon, Eastern time, or 10 o'clock, which would be my time Mountain, or 9 Eastern or 9 Pacific, she is live with PG. And PG is, if you don't know, he's part of this channel, and you can see his work on the community page. They've been working with Chat GPT and creating a whole new universe, and so they will be live on Wednesday. So please check out Blindly Inspired on Wednesday with PG on her channel. So please subscribe to at Blindly Inspired to Krista there. I'm going to turn the mic over to Krista and duck into the back here. Krista, it's all
Yeah.
yours.
Don't miss Wednesday. There's some we're traveling far and fast. So I'm just going to open this up with some beautiful sound for many reasons, but sound and beeping is hugely coming in this week. So get ready for the sound vibes this week, guys. Cool. So we open up this incredible space. Still working with so many. Hello, Scotty boy. Haven't seen you for a long time. So glad you're here. So, breathe. I am like this because this is who I am. I've been given so many things to deal with, and it's really just sitting, standing, and flying in my authenticity. So enjoy the ride. So a few things that we need to go through today, because yet again we've got this really important and inspiring time coming up. We're moving into the year of the snake, which is coming up on the 29th, which will be new moon, and it is a shedding. And for those that understand what I'm talking about, those that don't, just hear it, you'll get it. It's a 3-wood year. It's a wood snake. So it's a 3-wood year, and if you know about the numbers a little bit, the male and the female numbers, this is the year when the male and the female energies both share the space of 3 jade wood. So if you did a little bit of homework last week, we were talking about working with the family area, which is the number 3, which is the first area of our life, and to do that little meditation of who am I, where do I come from the stars. We're born into this incredible family of life. Hopefully you did a little bit of thinking about that and a little bit of meditation about that. And yeah, Lindsay, what rhymes with blindly inspired? I'm loving Lindsay. Lindsay is taking so much energy, and just on that level, whatever we're doing right now, we're doing it for the collective. We're not doing it for ourselves. Almost nothing about this right now is for ourselves. So we're really stepping out into amazing energies right now. So let's try and ground a little bit. And if you haven't got this, I hope you have your bagua, your basic bagua, because we're working through it. Sorry, does it? No, it doesn't come up, but we started here. So the Feng Shui always starts at 3, which makes sense. It's the family, it's working with our blessings, where we're born from, where we come from. On one level, yes, it's absolutely huge to be able to connect with our soul families, whichever they are, but at the same time, we are called to be here on planet Earth, because this is where we're creating. And remember, where I come from, we're sitting in the middle. We are creating heaven on earth, our ancient future. The heaven is above, the earth is below, and we stand like this incredible little star, or this divine channel of energy that we are on the earth right now. So it starts off with Wu Wei. I don't think Heeny's on here, but I would like to, if anybody, I believe I might get Heeny on, because apparently she studied a lot of Chinese history, which could be really interesting. I didn't go that deeply into it, but it would be very nice to have somebody talk a little bit about the history. I'm galloping more over to the Hindu stuff, which is like very intact right now, but we can discuss some of that another time. So we are born into the family of life. First we come from Wu Wei, which is the absolute nothing. It's the void, and then it's the light, and then it's beyond the light to the other void, which is just this incredible, velvety, beautiful, golden blackness, if that can make sense to you, where all things are possible. And that is where we're born into. Then in Feng Shui, I was thinking that on every single page of my notes, I should put a little yin-yang sign. So the yin-yang is, if this is disjointed, it's not as disjointed as it might seem. The only thing is that I can't find my blessed little thing. And it's squonk. And that's okay to be squonk. Let me move my bells because they're going to make a noise. So, yin-yang. Tai Chi is what it's called. It's the movement. And I've said it before, if you have a cup, preferably slightly at an angle, a slight angle, and you have a liquid with milk in it that's not transparent, and you swirl it around under a nice light, you will automatically see the yin yang actually start to form quite perfectly. So, but you can only see it forming when it's in motion. And this is why we need yin yang. Go through it for yourselves. I can give you 1,001 things of light and dark, happy and sad, warm and cold. But we need to have yin yang wherever we go. We need that balance, which creates that amazing balance and the acknowledgement of the twin flame. Chloe, especially for you here, working with crystals, we worked with this quite a lot, and the most common one is the boji balls. But just a word for the future is that all crystals have a male and a female. So you can feel it if you've got crystals with you, because I think we're going to be moving into that quite in the next few months, is just play with. We know some of the obvious ones, like a milky quartz is usually female, and then a clear quartz is usually male, and the boji balls, which people were working with, you can Google that. But if you put them, hold them together, you will feel that they create a magnetic attraction. Okay? So everything on this planet has male and female, even down to these incredible stones, which is what we're going to be tapping into. I'm tapping into that hugely, but we're going back many million years here. The earth started with nothing, and they were part of the first creation, the first part of creation, which were the stones and the mountains. And then we moved into the fungi, the happy little fungi, and then the trees. But the yin yang is really important to bring it into your life. Josh was also saying this, as I've said. I'm trying to keep this short because we want to get through a lot. There's a lot tonight, which I want us to be doing transformative feng shui, and I want us to really understand and embrace the energies and have our feet on the ground as we go through them. It's the easiest way for me to say it, is you can think about having a cup of tea. The thought, the idea, the magic of the wonderful creation, the idea is very, very feminine. It's big, black, deep void. But we can think about it. You can think about this tea. You can dream about all the different kinds of tea you can have and how nice it would be. But until you get off your ass and go and put the kettle on, you're never going to get that cup of tea. So that is what brings in that male energy. And it doesn't matter how slowly you work at it, at least you're doing it. I used to use I can't remember her name right now, Roald Dahl. Most people are familiar with the name Roald Dahl. He was married to, I can't remember her surname. He was married to an actress called Patricia O'Neill. I can't remember her name. But she had a terrible accident and she was paralyzed. There were a lot of horrible stories and people took it incorrectly, where he treated her kind of quite like shit. And she said, I want some water, I want some water. And eventually he'd help her. And then eventually he said, go and get it yourself. And she's pretty paralyzed. She crawled, she wriggled across to the bathroom to get water. But she got her water and she got walking. Without that negative energy and that negative push, she might still be sitting in her bed demanding water from somebody else. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're cleaning up, whatever you're moving, this is hugely the space. We're going to be coming into that just now. You're doing it for the collective. Okay, we're not here at the beginning, the forerunners, to bring things down. We're here to lead a way. We're here to clean up our own lives as best we can. And it's at this moment I'm feeling, I had a client, they were like abusively rich. No, not abusively rich. Anyway, nauseatingly wealthy. she was incredible. And when I did their home, and she said to me, and I was just trying to figure out just now where it was, in what area. I have this photographic memory, so I think it was in the child area where his office was, child area to helpful people. And we did the home, and when we got to that area, she said to me, you have to just like hold on to yourself, because you're going to see something you've never seen before in your life. And I thought, okay, what's going on? The house was incredible. It was absolutely beautiful. They did serious entertaining. And she opened the door, and it was dark. And it was the biggest mess I have ever seen in my life. They'd taken one of those clear plastic carpet things and just like put it over so that you could vaguely get a walk to her desk. She said, nobody's allowed in here. You're not allowed to touch anything. This is where he works. I mean, it was books. It was insanely dreadful, but you couldn't touch it. We just worked with putting some crystals and to bring in the balance from the outside. But it worked, and it worked for him, and there was no ways that he was going to change. So that's how I'm feeling a little bit at the moment. I've got a lot of things on the cooker right now because the energies are just spinning so quickly. So embrace your yin and yang, and we're still carrying that over from the 2, which was the end. If you're not with me, our Feng Shui map, this one here. There we go. Remember here? It's the end to our divine relationship, and then we come back here again and we start at 3. So as I said, we're doing transformative Feng Shui now. So oops. Oh, come on, pen. Right. So that's where we begin, at number 3. And just remember, this goes simply to, if you want to start playing with your home, you just simply put this bagua over your home and mark where your entrance is, and you can for yourself see on a very practical level in your life what areas are missing and what areas aren't. If the areas are missing, you're just going to seal them up there, and for now you're going to put a brick or a rock or a crystal just in each of the points so that we have a quick solid balance to work with. Okay, so I was thinking that this is really the time. It's either, guys, fasten your seat belts, because the ride is going to be very exciting. And for others, it's loosen your seat belts, because the ride is going to be equally exciting for you. Cool. So we move into the area of... No, wait, I wanted to do this because we're going into the area. This you can work with directions, because after the 2, then the 2 splits into the 3. And just while we're here, let me just explain to us, because we're working, don't forget your portal, don't forget your water. Water is so important. Every second of your day you should try to remember to drink your water, to empower your water, to put your bells over your water, to put crystals in your water. Ooh, sorry, while I'm at this, sorry, I had a thought earlier this week, very important, because there's a lot of stuff going to be happening. Chloe, please get lots of citrine, because just little pieces. I would strongly suggest that you put citrine in your water or around you, or carry it with you. Citrine vibrates to the Christ energy, to the solar plexus, but it is also one of the most powerful crystals, and it's also one of the few that don't hold energy. It transmutes energy, so it's not collecting negative energy. So we're going to be needing that, because there's so much stuff that's going to be coming out. So many portals are opening, not just the good ones. So I don't want to be alarmist, but just keep that citrine handy. You can obviously work with black tourmaline, but black tourmaline needs cleaning. So it will absorb, and then eventually it will just start vomiting itself all over you. If you want to, you can, the negativity, then work with a little bit of citrine. So you just need a little piece. You can wear it. It's also very protective. So be very wary of your crystals, that you do clean them, because they do absorb. They're doing their work whether you like it or not. Obviously, you can program them to do more work for you, but if they get too full, then they just start vomiting all over you. And actually, that looks beautiful. That's nice. Yeah, yeah.
From Chloe's Crystals.
Yeah.
At Chloe's Crystals, or soon to be Chloe'sCrystals.com.
Yeah.
You can get citrine at Chloe's Crystals on YouTube. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so please, yeah, Chloe, have lots of little pieces of citrine hanging around there. Don't balance your homes with citrine. Don't balance your homes with anything other than clear quartz, please, because clear quartz is neutral, and it will acclimatize. It will adjust to whatever energy you're needing at that time. Whereas if you've put something specific, it's not going to be able to adjust. And you can, we've been through this. There are times in your life that you need like citrine, or that you need amethyst. There are times that you don't. And you can play with that with water. Yeah, one week the amethyst will taste good in the water. The next week the water will be bitter or sour or impossible to drink, because you don't need that right at that moment. So please, balancing, just use clear crystal. I saw Chloe had some little, just, they weren't even points, they were just little chips, which is really great. The only place that you can work with something else safely is, I do like to put 2 pieces of rose quartz in the relationship area. So even if they're tucked away, there's obviously all the other things to work with there, but that's always just a nice vibration balance. Okay, so as I said, as I think you know, there are many schools of Feng Shui. This one is also, I like to put them all together because they all work really well. And it's in the north, but don't get too cold. It would be nice if it's in the north, where you have the space of the black turtle. Let me draw a turtle here. Or the black tortoise, which is, it's behind your house. It's better to look at it behind your house, because it creates this big mountain. It's supposed to be a mountain of solidity and protection behind you. That's the idea of the black tortoise. Okay, so it could be a tree that you have. If you don't have anything like that, just put a rock or a brick, just to create that protection. That's why we don't like to sit with a window behind us. It's our primal instinct. We need to know our back is protected. If we don't, we're going to fumble. Yeah, you need to always know you've got your back door man, you've got your protection behind you. In the front of your home, we have the phoenix, which is, oh God, I'm drawing a funny phoenix. I'll show them to you just now. I do. And that's the space of the red phoenix. And the phoenix is always about death and rebirth, and death and rebirth. And the color is red. And you don't want something blocking you. You want to be able to see your vista in front of you. A lot of people, a very nice cure or in empowerment is to put 9 red pots or clay pots. But if those pots, if you don't have the space, then please don't do it, because you're going to create more damage in your life by putting obstacles, okay? And you don't want obstacles in your future. You want to be able to see. If you can't see something like that, then put beautiful words of inspiration. Or if you've got a wall in front of you, if you walk out of your home and you just see a solid brick wall, that's what's happening in your life in so many areas. Remember, this is a total reflection of who you are. Okay. Then in the east we have big mama dragon. Why am I doing it in red? So we have the dragon in the east, which is the year that we've just come out of. Now my dragon's looking marvelous. ChatGPT is bad for you. It makes you lazy. Which brings in all our possibilities. And what it is that she actually creates, she attracts all the beautiful energies. And the dragon can fly and can distribute the energies to all the other areas that need to be activated, and tells you what's coming into your life. It can be in the form of beautiful trees. We love movement here. If you have water in this area, or you're going to do changes in your areas here, it's great. On the west hand side, we have the space of the white tiger. I heard somewhere that she's not a nice creature. Sorry, she's a real bitch. And this is, they call this the form school. They usually look at it in the form of mountains and water, etc., etc. She's the white tiger. And this got nothing to do with whether, and that's in the west, but it would also be on the left of your property. We don't like movement. So if you are doing even digging in your garden, if you're chopping your hedges down, or you're doing changes to your construction in your home, shit will happen. She doesn't like to be disturbed. But we can appease her. She's a girl. So what do you do for girls when they're a little bit ratty? You give them something pretty. And I've worked on many occasions really successfully with like just planting something in that area. Usually white flowers would be really nice if it goes in with your area. Bringing in a nice vase of flowers in that area just to appease her and say, it's okay, we're doing changes. It's always nice to talk to the tiger. I'm sorry, did I say it, or did I think that there are very few children born in the year of the tiger? Because their energy it's really difficult to contain and very unpredictable and can be really nasty. The thing what I want to really get to here is, which most people don't say, there are very few places where I see a reference to this. I think it's just in the West because we have this aversion to the snake. I have a snake on me, and many years ago, I have a few, and many years ago I had to work through a lot. I had a absolute terrible, terrible phobia. But it's the goddess Sophia, and it's knowledge. So if we know that there will be enmity between us learning knowledge, so we've not been allowed to learn our knowledge. So within the center of our home is actually the snake, which is also the Kundalini. You can see it, it's transmutation. The snake doesn't transform. A frog transforms. It goes from a butterfly transforms from a caterpillar to a butterfly. A snake does not transform. A snake transmutes. It just gets more and more beautiful. So we're going to go through this often in our life, and remember, when changes happen, always with Feng Shui, we're looking at the nature, what's been happening. When we look at the snake and she is shedding her skin, she finds somewhere safe, away from people, and she is incredibly vulnerable. So this vibrates to yourself. Great, I just saw Chloe has citrine. Yay! Remember, what is that? www. We don't need it. You just need Chloe. Just Chloe's. Chloe will be on soon. Many of you have got Chloe's.
At Chloe's Crystals on YouTube.
There we go. But this one, you want the real citrine, okay? Just a small piece will do good. I mean, you're welcome. And charge it in the sun. Okay, charge it in the moon. Jen, hello Jen. We don't know Jen. Hi Jen. I don't know you. You're at you're just about to bring in transmutation with the snake. So the snake is constantly shedding her skin, and she's painful. She can't go in the sun. She will get burnt. She has to find, and this is us when we're going through changes. know that you want to crawl into your little hidey hole and just nurture yourself. Stay out of the limelight. Stay away from people as best as you can. And just let that skin, it's like being seriously sunburned, you know. It's like you don't want to be out there. You don't want people to touch you, okay? So this is where we're going. That's why I wanted to just rush into this very quickly today, to let you know that we are going into the year of the snake. I'm working on an incredible meditation for tomorrow, which will be about transmuting and just letting things go with the snake. So that will be after Josh, 12 o'clock my time, I think. Yeah, 6 o'clock my time, 12 o'clock your time or something. Josh will let you know. So, yeah, we're going to be prepared for these incredible, and it's going to be, if you remember everything that, if you're doing this the first time, we'll get to the wood element, but if you remember what the wood stands for, it stands for knowledge and stands for creativity, and it stands for growth, but this has got so much empowerment of the snake behind it. Snake ears are always huge. I can't remember the other ones right now off the top of my head, but the 911 was in the year of a snake. There's always something massive that happens in the year. Maybe I'll have a look and post it what happens in other years of the snake. Sorry, I'm flying all over the place because that was how my life has always been, and I'm just saying, well, that's fine. I can't be anyway. Well, I can be other way else. I'm just like, as Ben said somewhere, he tried to be normal. It was the worst 2 minutes of his life. So, yeah. Right. Wow. Let us move into the area which everybody thinks Feng Shui is about, which is where I just go, bleh, because that was when Feng Shui really kind of started to get excited in the West. There were two questions, and it's humanity, guys. Actually, there's three. People want to know their health. That's usually the third. It depends. If you've got health issues, you want to be healthy. Where their wealth point is and where their relationship point is. Feng Shui is a whole lot more than just wealth and relationship. Yeah, wealth is definitely, and we are just abundant. So let's just look at the abundance everywhere else, and just to explain this a little bit in depth to you here. So we're moving here from the family of life. So if you look at your life and people's lives in general, we're all a little smart here. It vibrates to your sacral chakra, which gets things moving. If you want to do a little exercise, it's also very good for grounding, but also just doing squats, ballet pliés, whatever you want to call them. You can do 36 is a good one, but if you do 9 squats, it gets your knees, it gets your primal energies moving, it gets your sensual energies moving, not sexual, sensual. We need to be sensual to ourselves, not sexual. And when we have our sensual energies moving, we get passionate about things. Okay. So we move into, after being created here and falling down as little stardusts into this incredible family of life, because no matter where we come from, and we can draw on all our beautiful, wonderful star people, we need to, I think above all else, is to draw on our higher self, which is vibrating very much on the planet Earth. This here also 3 is gold and green, and vibrates hugely to your health, to your karmic health that you're born with. So we were looking at that area generally in our life and just tidying that up wherever it is, whether it's in your room or it's in your complete area. Then we move into 4. Okay, wealth. 4, we'll get into numbers another time, but 4 for the Chinese, many of you know, sounds, I think it's Tsai, something like that. It's very similar to the word death. So the Chinese are incredibly neurotic, superstitious, no matter how hard they try not to be, but they do not like the number 4. They will not, they don't have floor, they don't move into 4s. There are obviously exceptions to that. And I say, well, the one that they like is 24 or 42, which means the end is easy or easy to the end. They make stories with their numbers. But 4 is our space also, where we move after we've been born. We grow up a little bit and we move into the energy of the ether, but also our foundation and our security on the earth. This is what the meditation will be also tomorrow, where we have a lot of problems and pre-programming about our wealth conditions that we've in the West particularly been brought up with. We need to cut some of that. But here we need to grow upright into the sun. It's our birthright to be wealthy. There's so much happening, guys. There are so many people doing well. There is just so much beautiful golden energy out there. Try not to direct it into too many directions. Just be open to receive. That's the biggest and the most beautiful thing we can do right now is to say, I'm here, I'm open to receive. This incredible gold dust is just pouring onto the planet. And it's not just pouring onto the planet, it's pouring and nurturing every single little cell, every single little atom in your body, never mind on the whole planet. And then at the same time, remember that energy in itself is neither good nor bad. What we do with it is, hello PG, what we do with it is the interesting thing. So it's best to remain neutral because we've seen way too much obsession. Money in itself is not evil. It's the constant thinking about it and obsessing about it, which we tend to do all over, but very much in the West. Chinese are incredibly wealthy, so are the Indians, but they have a very different attitude towards money. They see it as part of the whole, which is what we want to do. Instead of, we just like concentrate on these 2 areas in our life and forget about the rest. So, that's the space of prayer. It's the space of blessings. So these are the things I'm really asking you to focus more on. It's southeast. You can put a little altar there. Try not to focus too much on the money. Focus more on your blessings and awakening more the divine devotion and prayer aspect of your life. The money will follow. We are very blessed that we have our needs met at the moment. Obviously, more money is always great. It just gives us freedom, but the freedom will come. Everything will be okay. It's just either tighten your seatbelts or loosen your seatbelts because we're about to hit that, which is, what's that? It's the snake, the yin and yang. So we make our way on this planet surrounded by the blessings, hopefully, from our parents. In the West, we're a little bit messed up. We need financial abundance and stability. Our journey is here to be one of abundance and joy and dance and singing and exuberance and bliss, which is all in the 4. And you don't need money to be blissful and happy. But we got screwballed. And you will see how many stories do we hear about people where they have everything. They have the life. And it's happened to me twice in my life where I've had the life. And it happens often. But there's nothing really wrong with it from the outside. Everybody thinks it's really great, but there's something that's just not clicking inside. So we'll end up selling everything or changing our path of life completely. I was just reading, I was trying to think, I can't remember what he did before, but he made a lot of money. and then he became a model, and he had fame and fortune, and now he's just he's walking the earth barefoot, and he's still young. He's like 24 or something, but he did that just so he had it all here. So that's very often then what happens, because this is what happens. And when you know this plan, because this plan is not going away, no matter which level you're on, which dimension you're in, this plan, the Sacred Eight, is a holy, holy, holy symbol. It's one of the first primordial sacred geometry signs, and it's incredibly powerful. So we've gone to the 4, and we hopefully we'll just, please don't put things in groups of 4 in this area. If you want to start to activate it, you can use the groups of 3, because we want to balance in, so that signifies growth and balance and health in the wealth area. Okay, then we're moving down to that's why we've got the snake. So once we've got all of that happening, and if we don't have it happening, it's still going to happen. This is what I always call, this is here when the shoe hits the feng, or the shit hits the fan. It's going to happen, guys. It's like, what the fuck happened? Just have a look in your homes where we did do this. I'm just making a big cross across here. Usually there's nothing here. So if once you've squared off your home, there we go, and you take a cross through, because this is what's really important right now, moving into the year of the snake, and we need to just be a little bit prepared for this right now. This is here in the center of your home. Just be careful what's what you've got here. If it's the cat box, get rid of it, put it somewhere else. If it's a mess, you really need to tidy this up. If you can put a faceted crystal here at the top. Obviously a plant, obviously nothing. The original Chinese plan for this was an open, empty courtyard. So that there's, well, it had flowers and trees in it. It was a beautiful, and it's the space of 5. So if you've got your notes and you remember, if you're any 5s, and I usually say to people, my heart goes out to you. If you're a 5 earth, it does vibrate to gold, but you learn hard by experience. You learn there's constant pivoting of that yin and yang. And we try to balance it a little bit and try to keep it a little bit, not from pivoting so radically, but these people are given those pivotal, I can't say it, pivotable lives. But very important now to work with that area, because we want to work this week very much with the number 4, and coming down to our number 5, because we're getting ready for the snake. Just to acknowledge her, and no matter how shitty things become, just remember, just hold on to this. Divorces, trauma, all sorts of things will come up. We want to get rid of these quickly. My heart is out to you. If your life too much goes, it makes you hit the thing, but remember that we're going to be moving. There's your future that you're looking at. Oh, sorry, this side. That we're moving into number 6, which is the space of helpful people. It's the space of travel. It's the space of angels. It's the space of mentors. It's the space of divine intervention, divine blessings, going with the flow, order, focus, all sorts of wonderful business success. I prefer this area to that area. This area, it's a space of metal, it's a space of order. In your home, this is why it's a metal area, why we've asked you to please put water to the right of your door. So if you haven't done that, it's from the outside and on the inside. Highly, highly recommended. Obviously, make sure that the water is clean. Change it. The salt water is wonderful. If you can, put a little fountain outside. Moving water is always wonderful and will bring in more blessings. But just remember, no matter how tight this area is going to come in the next couple of days, and we're moving in days or hours, guys. This is not weeks. We don't have time to worry what color the seat belt is. Those days are over. If you were sleeping or wondering which outfit is going to suit you best for yoga before you get to yoga, sorry guys, you're going to just get to yoga in your Doc Martens. That's the end. Finished and clear. No more time to play for some of us. We've got to lead the way. But at least we know that we're moving into this place of helpful people. If you have red here or fire here, please try to balance it with water or with wood or with green. Because fire here, I know, I'm just saying this because I know somebody has a kitchen in this area, but I know that they're working on it. And this stuff works. This stuff, it works. It's got nothing to do with whether you believe it or not. It works. I used to watch Donald Trump's show, whatever that was, You're Fired, whatever. Not because I enjoyed the show, but because I knew that he'd feng shuied all his hotels, and his attitude was, it doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't, the stuff works. And they always had the interiors where the people stayed in the hotels, and I just loved the way that they'd been decorated because they were not a Chinese supermarket. If you like that stuff, do it, but I prefer not to. Okay, that's solar plexus. So the center is vibrating to our solar plexus. Yet again, we're vibrating there to citrine. All the more reason to. There's going to be some spooky stuff coming out, guys. So just drink your citrine. Don't watch the media. Stay with the one or two. And if you feel that you're changing around at the moment, that's all good and fine. I'm just riding around my Prakriti rose, just keeping things in the gold. There's lots of gold, lots of protection. There are a lot of people putting the protection out there. Just keep moving. What else do I want to... Let me just see what... Okay, we'll work with... Oh, yeah, that's what I want to work with, this incredible... with a big meditation on forgiveness. That is, yeah, forgiveness. Sorry, it's back. We've got a lot of work to do in the next few days, guys. This stuff is going to come up for you. You need to come up here with unconditional love. We had all the love here, and here it gets hurt. The money, the nasty words, the jealousies, the unkindness, the stunting our growth. These are the childhood traumas that we face. We've all faced them. And you're going to face them full on this month. It's going to be like this week. You're going to be like in a lift, with mirrors all around. So just breathe through it. Breathing. Oh, I wanted to tell you how to breathe. Okay. And just my biggest thing right now is please don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. That's why. Remember, we're going through here. It's going to wobble. Either loosen your seatbelt or tighten them. Your journey is your journey. Be strong in your journey. Be strong in who you are. Be strong in standing on your truth. And it's not all about going out there and being rah, rah, rah. Sometimes just being a stable, grounded influence in your community or in your home is actually the best thing that you're doing for the planet. Because without stability, we would all fall apart. I love going to Truth Wave because it's a kind of stability. My life never created that stability. I've always had to work very fast with whatever minutes I've had in my life to create. And I've created amazing things and so much. But yeah, Truth Wave is beautiful for a nice, strong foundation and a strong perimeter of stability. We know exactly what's going to happen every day. It's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. And that is life. There's a whole series of philosophy on that. I don't think what his name was. Anyway, it's like every day is the same. but every day is different. And many of us, you get to a point where we're just so tired of the sun coming up every day and the sunlight going down every day. Is there not more to life? And that's okay. That's fine. If you're there, open the seatbelt. Okay. Just back to the 3. I missed that because we went through the 4. And yeah, I'll be working with, I think, hugely cutting trauma and forgiveness in a big meditation tomorrow. I think. I'm not sure. But I will definitely be consolidating some of the stuff that we spoke about today and just expanding on it a little bit. Just know that lots and lots of people are working, and we are being given so much. There's so much more divine golden help just pouring in to our universe and onto planet Earth right now. So much showerings of gold and blessings. Just be open to them. You might not know what's happening. Just protect yourself in a beautiful gold bubble and just be still and say, I'm open. I'm open to receive. I'm open for the next step in this incredible journey. Just keep moving. Whatever you do, keep moving. Keep tidying up. This is also very important right now because the matrix is crumbling. Just out there, so many people are still stuck in the old habit of themselves and what was, and trying to still put it into a little container. It's not really going to happen. It's going to explode. But cleaning up on whatever level you're cleaning up, because as walls crumble, and if any of you have done like changes in your home, I'll be back. I need to talk to my dog. Sorry, guys. You can just come here, my baby. You can't do this to me now. What? You have a 2-year-old. You have a naughty.
All right, I'll just be a few moments here. Actually, Christa, when she gets back, I'm going to suggest, because she's in a group meditation that meets at 2:00. I guess I don't know. I guess it's a German. I don't know, but unless it's meeting now, and it's.
Sorry, guys, it's my 2-year-old that doesn't
At 2 a.m. she has to be.
He got a whole pile of snacks today, and he knows that he's got snacks in the kitchen. Sorry.
All right. I did want to remind you, Christa, that it is about 5 minutes till.
I know.
And I know you wanted to get to that meditation since you're kind of in a natural break here.
I just want to forgiveness. And we have to do this so that we can close this old book of life if we want to be moving into the new earth. Oh, Millie, that's so beautiful. Thank you, dear.
Blessed.
How to breathe, how to Om. Om is in 3 parts. Okay, so we start at the base chakra, which is and you can just do this. Practice. Then we move to the heart, which is ooh, and feel it vibrating. Ooh, and then it's and it's not 3, it's 3 plus 1. Yet again, we're moving into that sacred 4, which we're also scared about because it means death. The 4th part of the Om is the silence and the stillness. So when you start again, you start with that Om. So you can start just with the ooh, and then you bring it all together. I hope that's helpful for us to just shake up. We need those vibrations to shake up the energy and to disintegrate it so that it's ready to just leave. The end. I love you all so much. Please have some questions for tomorrow. Remember, it's all about love, nothing else. It's just love.
Christa, we love you. Thank you so much.
So I want to cry.
Oh.
I love you too, guys. We got this, hey? We got this.
Thank you, Christa. We will see you tomorrow in the Good Dunning chat. And then tomorrow at noon Eastern time, 10 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock if you're on the left coast, like Scotty Boy there, we will have Christa live with a recap of this and doing her cutting trauma meditation, which we're really looking forward to. And Wednesday, we're going to have Christa on. Once we clear the hump, in America this week. We're going to have Christa on the last 15 minutes of Good Dawning to do a clearing meditation for the group and for the world as well, and stepping into the new as that'll be the first day of kind of the new universe, so to speak, the clear day of the new universe, we'll put it that way. And so we're going to set some intentions and clear out some junk from our universes with Krista's help on Wednesday. Thank you, Christa.
Yeah, so just guys, it's a big jump, hey? And if you're not ready or not, here we come, guys. Ready or not.
We're in it. If you didn't feel the, I don't know about you, but I've been dumping some traumas this week, and it's been, a lot of it's been going around. So it's time to step into the clear and the positive in the future, because it's right in front of us. And, you know, things are changing. We have ceasefires and hostages going home, and TikTok's been saved already. And so people's universes are going to keep going blessed. Just keep seeing more positive.
Yeah. And thank you hugely to PG. I don't know if he's still here. Love you, brother.
Yeah, PG. God bless. Thank you. If you see the new logos on the channel here, the new Saint Germain and the Archangel Raphael, those are done by PG through ChatGPT. So we have original work here, and I am stunningly grateful, PG and Christa as well, for what you guys are doing, and that you've shared it with this community here and allowed me to. Thank you. It means so much to have a logo that's actually done by you guys versus some random Saint Germain. All right, guys, we're going to let Christa get to her live here before she's late.
Yes, will be lots to share tomorrow. Just remember, guys, keep cleaning. Just keep cleaning. Just keep cleaning.
There we go. All right, guys, love you, and we will see you all in the Good Dawning. See you all in the course. If you did not check out today's Archangel Raphael cards, you're in for a special treat. I'm going to leave it at that, because sometimes it's just fire. Thank you, Christa. We love you. We'll see you in the next. Thank you.
Love you too, guys. Sending you lots of love. Please be
Tomorrow,
open to receive it.
And tomorrow at noon at Blindly Inspired, she will be live. I will post that on the community page as well. All right, Christa, we love you. We'll see you in the dawning, hopefully. Much love.
Much love, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you for being here. Scotty Boy and everyone. Thank you all. Millie, Chloe, Lindsay.